Hi Libra, welcome to your 30th to the 5th of November 2023. So this is going to be general messages for the week ahead. If you want to book in the full moon reading, you can. It's in the iDot. So there was a full moon in Taurus on the weekend, okay? So you might find yourself kind of a bit shaken up because it was an intense full moon. We did just have an eclipse, and then now we're in Scorpio season. So over the last 2 weeks, I've seen some shit popping off. I've seen people losing the shit. It's been definitely interesting. So I think it's just all the collective energies. A lot of people are wanting to stabilize themselves because they're constantly feeling unstable financially. This is relationships. I feel like people are really craving stability, anchor, right? So yeah, for Libra it might be a bit different, but we'll see what's coming up in the energies. There's also the specific questions. So there's a reading where you can ask me specific questions about love and career, and there's brand new reading, single read, everything in store, iDot or below. Like the video and comment. Okay, what are we seeing for Libras this week, please? What are we seeing for Libras this week? Angel of Strength. So this is where we try to hold back. This is where I feel like you're going to have to show restraint and self-control. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo who's triggering you, okay? So this could be someone who's being bossy and they're trying to goad you, they're trying to get a reaction, or it could just be people who are being primal in nature and they're trying to get a reaction from you. What you've got to understand is there's a lot of people who are deeply, deeply, deeply miserable. And deeply miserable people need attention, they need drama, it's just the way they work. Okay, so I think for some of you Libras, you're working on your shit, you're focused on you're focused on what matters, but these could be people who are trying to attack or goad you in some way, okay? So this is about staying highly elevated and connected to spirit. Some of you it's to do with something you're in. So what I'm getting here is, it's more about you. So this is opening the door to new opportunities, opening the door to new jobs and prospects. But you're going to have courage, you're going to have strength, you're going to have to trust. Okay? This is for people who are kind of single, or it's for people who are kind of job-wise. Okay, so this is where you need to start to send your CV out to multiple places and open up new opportunities. Okay? But it's all about staying calm and composed. And yes, for the Libra woman or the Libra man, I'm just getting someone who just wants to piss you off. You know? So, yeah. What else are we seeing for Libras this week, please? Magician and the Mirror. So be careful of the energy you're sending out there, because you'll bring it back in. That's what the Magician and the Mirror is. It's the way we're thinking. It's energy. But it's mercurial, it's the way we're thinking, it's things we're saying, it's our energy. But it could also be being careful with what you're saying. I feel like someone is like a weirdo, like they're constantly observing you, they're constantly watching you, they're waiting for you to trip up. But a message for you is that you're in some kind of job and this manager's like a micromanager, they're not a nice person. I think you need to start looking for new opportunities. Okay, what else is going on for Libras this week? So yeah, some of you are being watched really, really closely, okay, in a job, or if you're successful, I feel like you're being observed a lot, so just be aware of that. No, this is being careful in what you say. Okay, because again, whoever this person is, they seem to really be highly observing you. Okay, and that doesn't mean you've got anything to hide, but you know what it's like in the world we live in, like people really think they can just do what they want and overstep bounds. You know, so we got financial constraints. So some of years it's about, you need to send your CV out there, you need to apply for jobs in different ways because this can bring in different types of opportunity. You need to stay balanced, you need to be calm, patient. So some of you right now, the coffers are empty, you know, so this could be where you go into stress mode. You know, this can be where you go into stress mode over money and stuff like that, but a stress response is not going to fix your money situation. Sitting down calmly, You know, this is calling people up, this is sending out your CV, this is going and talking to people in person. You got any jobs? Some of you could be good at call centre work, or you could be good at consultancy work, especially as a Libra. You're good at management, you're good at consultancy, you're good at a lawyer, you're good at mediation. Some of you could become a tax advisor, a business advisor, what's the other one, accountant. So this can be someone who helps people manage the money. If this is Libra who's struggling, because obviously not all of you are going to have your shit together, it could be you need to speak to someone about your money, you need to get some kind of help. You need to look at the options available to you to fix your situation, or there's something about you are this person for other people. You help other people to balance things out. You're good at talking to people, you're good at mediating situations, you're good at helping people with money. Okay, door to personal healing and happiness. What I'm also getting for Libras is you're in a really good time right now, but the light always attracts the dark. So what I'm getting for you is you're in a really good time, but there's certain people who are salty because you're in a really good time. And so they're trying to project and bleed onto you, like they're watching you, they're observing you, they're trying to goad you, they're trying to get a reaction, especially if you're in the public eye. Because the magician can be some kind of performer or somebody who puts themselves out there. But it's all about you have the right to be happy, okay, and to keep your energy in a good place, and you've got healer of the ages. But for Libras who've been kind of wondering, like, what is my mission, what is my purpose, some of you are healers of the ages, that's what I'm getting. You help people, like, the thinker man, this can be like some kind of consultant, some kind of coach, it can be a therapist, a tarot reader, it's someone who helps people to balance out their energy, balance out the life. I think some of you are thinking too much as well, though. I feel like for the Libra man, you rejected someone and this person can't handle this rejection. So I wouldn't go thinking into this person. I just think these are people, or this person is not in a good place in their life. They're in a very bad place, and so they're saying and doing things to goad you. This could be a person you see every day at the job. Some of you need to get a plan for your finances though. Okay, see the way you've got the thinker man with the financial constraints. Some of you need to get a plan for your finances, because it will just help you to relax yourself, balance yourself, like getting your job situation sorted, getting your money situation sorted will just help you so much. Because there's nothing worse than when we're constantly struggling for finances, we're constantly, it just creates a lot of stress, right? Okay, so if the Libra woman, I feel like for you there could be a marriage or a relationship to which there's somebody who's trying to meddle. There's a third party and this person is trying to meddle, and I think it's basically this person is the jealous of your family, the jealous of the commitment you've got. This can be jealousy from sisters or family members as well. It's disgusting, isn't it? But I feel like for Libras this week, you're very good at this. You can see when someone's salty. You can see when people are just projecting and bleeding. And I feel like what you should do is just don't take it on as your own. Because we are in Scorpio time, so it can be we take on a lot unconsciously. But you're being told just don't take things on as your own. Focus on what you value. Stay connected to the people who matter. Prioritise your peace and your happiness. Stay connected to spirit. I'm getting competition here as well, because this can be two people, right? So this can be two people who are in the same profession. And so the person who's attacking you could be someone who's in your profession. So this could be like, for example, another therapist, another tarot reader, another counsellor. I feel like this is someone who's jealous. Someone's spouting a lot of shit, yeah. God. Someone's spouting a lot of shit. Someone might be talking a lot about you. Because you've got the throat chakra and hostility. So this is someone who's mouthing off. Could be someone who's trying to ruin your reputation. Someone who's talking about your relationship. This could be the other way round though, you know. So this could be you. You're salty because someone's moved on. You're salty because of someone's success. But I feel like this person is just focused on what matters to them. The money, the family, the commitment, the happiness. So I'm getting that someone is deeply unhappy, and because they're unhappy, or it could be a group of people. So it's about protecting what's rightfully yours. It's about protecting your health, protecting your mind, protecting your business, protecting your family. Okay? There seems to be drama here. Some fake people as well. What energy is Libra carrying, please? What energy is Libra carrying? Yeah, the Ace of Wands. So you're not being reactive here, but you are picking it up. The other side of the coin is for those who are having problems financially, you're in your fears, you're not taking action. The moon is the Scorpio energy, but the moon is also like the inner world, so it's where we've got a lot going on, we're doing a lot of thinking. But with the Ace of Wands reversed next to it, we're not taking action to heal, to build money, to build a family, whatever the goal is for you. This can also be for the Libra man or the Libra woman. This can be a lot of whining. So this is someone who's constantly going on about the situation, but they're doing absolutely nothing to fix it. This can be someone who's really jealous of other people who've got money and success and love and yeah. So I think with you need to watch your own bitterness. You need to watch you know, how you're kind of bleeding on others, how you're kind of talking and not doing. But if other people are doing this in your life because you have got money and you are happy and you have got people who love you, well, try not to take on, just see it for what it is, you know. Some years this could be an ex as well, so it could be, and some years it's just a lot of people don't have a successful relationship, a lot of people don't have money, a lot of people don't have success, so they live through other people. Why do you think reality TV is so big and all this streamer shit? Because people just sit there like sack suits and watch everyone else and criticise everyone else, you know. You've got people out here who've never been married talking about married people. You've got people out here who've never built shit talking about people who've built shit. They're just mouthpieces. You know? And it's why their life will be never any better, because they just live through everybody else. Talking shit about what this person is doing, what they've built, how they failed. That's all they do. So, you know, maybe your life's not getting better because you're doing that. You're not going to build success tearing other people down. They're not going to build success tearing you down. You know? So I feel like the message for you this week is to look at your own behaviour. To look at where you're talking shit yourself and you're not putting the work in and you're not showing up. The other side of the coin is sometimes this can be a person who's paralyzed, especially if there is a lot of money problems. Like the body can become paralyzed, but you need to kind of get your mind right this week and start looking at what is available to you so you can get out of the paralyzed state. Some of you could be in debt. That's where you're all tied up, you know. I feel like for the Libra woman there could be a masculine who you need to kind of unbind from, but you don't know how to do it. You might need to go to a healer or a guide, someone who can guide you out of this situation. They can give you guidance, they can give you clarity. Because I think for some of you Libras, when it comes to this person, you kind of can't see past your own emotions. So that's why we ask for guidance, isn't it? It's because people will say, oh, it's because I'm stupid. No. It's because it's easier to tell other people what to do than it is to do it yourself. It's like me, you know, I can be so good for other people and then I can be a fucking mess in myself, right? It's just, that's just life. It's why therapy is big, it's why counsellors are big, right? Because sometimes we need that kind of clarity from another person. I feel like a lot of people are feeling like they're suffocating, a lot of people are feeling observed, a lot of people are feeling attacked, but that's because you are being attacked. You're being attacked by your neighbours, you're being attacked by random dickheads in the street, they send an evil eye every 10 seconds. Have you seen it? Just the level of mess out here, like they're walking into you like, bitch, walk into me. I fucking have you. Wow, so solid, there, boy. You know? Wow. Winning, you know? So yeah, I think it's very much that kind of energy now where there's just a lot of tossers. And you can either walk around having reactions to all the tossers online and in person, or you can be like salty, you know, and you can focus on what matters, which is your work and your family and your partner, and that's it. You know, it's just the energy right now, it's just all the things that are going on. Some of years right now, I think you've got powerful skills and you need to think about how you can use those skills to build capital and to build opportunity, and, you know, try to get into a productive and constructive state of mind instead of a fear-based mind. Okay. I feel like it's about severance. Again, some of yous, I also get a connection that is going to heal. I'm getting a connection that's had some problems, but it's not going to end. So like I said, this could be an ex who's been trying to influence you in some way, or vice versa. So I'm actually getting love for Libra. I also feel like by balancing yourself out, there's a lot of good coming for you. I feel like for the Libras who are taking responsibility and accountability, you've got basically a relationship coming in. You also had the Ace of Cups. Okay. This is different than what you're used to. This is not a relationship that's messy. This is someone who's serious. There's a lot of happiness coming your way, but you do need to do the work on your healing. And some of you, if you start getting creative instead of fearful, if you lead by faith, not by fear, there's money coming in as well. I think some of you, this is how you're talking to yourself. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy. So this can be how a person is talking to themselves, that they're kind of destroying themselves. They're sabotaging themselves. The full moon in Taurus is all about, again, revealing relationships, revealing the security, you know, some of you, there's a masculine who you do need to drop. I feel like this man comes in and out of your life. He's got your emotions all over the place. You're constantly having to tell this person how to act, and it's just exhausting. You know, that's what the all tied up is. And some of you, I do think this week, if you're married, you need to find the balance between your professional life and your personal life. Going out for a day with the family. Prioritising what matters. Yes, you've got financial constraints. You've got things you need to get on top of. You might have a business that's struggling. But also this can bring a lot of bliss. And I also think as well, it can remind you what you're fighting for. Sometimes we get so busy trying to fight for the thing that we forget what we're fighting for. Which is the happy moments, which is the family, which is the beach days, which is the holidays. Like, some of you might need to plan a holiday. Give yourself something to look forward to. So some of you are already married. You're already committed. There's no problems here. It's just more life right now, people right now, the financial system, energies, like, it's stuff like that. And then you've got this. But I think for some of you Libras, you've got a lot, you're doing very well, and there's people around you who are bitter, and there's people around you who just don't like the fact that you've got what you've got. And they might be trying to pull you down, or they might be trying to take it from you, or they might be trying to destroy it in some way. But it's all about your reaction. So the moon to the Ace of Wands reversed is not having bad reactions that are going to give these people leverage. Because I do think some of you have got, maybe for example, you might be in a high position and there's just people who want that position, or they just don't like the fact that you're there. There's a lot of that going on. I mean, humans have moved back into real low primal energy behaviour. It's getting seriously dangerous out here. It really is. You know. And I think the decent people who act with respect and manners are really running out of patience. You know, I heard a woman on the bus the other day and she was like, it's like if you be quiet and don't say nothing. She said, I just see people out here, they can't take care of the shit, they're having reactions to everything, and then if you don't say anything, you suffer. You know? So there's a lot of people who are trying to stay calm and they're trying to not react, but then they're also just getting tired of the disrespect, just the general energy, the way people are conducting themselves. People are getting pissed off. And rightfully so, but you still need to be careful with your reactions, because some of you have got people who are trying to get those reactions, because then they'll use it against you. That's what the Matrix does. Will sue you. You know, it's like, oh, go on, say something about I'm gay. They just want you to trip out. You've got to be smart with these motherfuckers. You know. I mean, it depends on the contract, the company, who you work for, like. It depends on so many factors, but yeah, we now live in a world where if people can destroy it overnight, if they can leave bad reviews, they're so petty. Ugh. Just don't be like them, Libra. Don't be like that. And if you've got these people projecting back, just look at it this way. It could be worse. You could be like that. You know, some of you have earned your shit fair and square, and these haven't, and they're mad about it. So you need to sit there and be like, did I work hard for it? Did I earn this? Am I doing things above board? Am I being fair with people? Okay, well, go fuck yourself. And don't be out here with your mouth. You don't need to do that. But obviously, if shit needs call it, right, you know, fully, because sometimes if you try to be too quiet, they become worse. So sometimes the best thing to do is to fully confront it and make it, you know, go for it. But I'm just saying, be smart this week. And size people up and see where it's coming from. Prioritise your happiness. Prioritise what matters to you. Who matters to you. And for the ones who've been through a hard time, I am getting new love coming in, but you could block it. Okay? So make sure you're not standing in your own way when it comes to career, with how you're speaking to yourself, okay? Because this can be hostilities within yourself. It's the way you're talking to yourself, basically. Your mind's kind of going into a dark place. But again, with the Scorpio energy, it is a darker time where we do tend to think more darker. We do tend to feel more darker. It's an unconscious collective. So it's a lot of our demons and darker shit that's coming up. And just catch yourself. Just be like, wait there. Is this productive? Is this actually helping me? Just catch yourself, right? But check out the full moon reading, because it'll be really helpful for you. You can ask specific questions if you want that reading, like the video and comment. But yes, it's a week for those who are going through a dark time. It's going to end, but you need to help yourself. Because you've got the door to personal healing and happiness. You've got the door to value. You've got a happy family. So for those who are in a really hard time right now, sometimes when we're going through the hard times, we're like, is this ever going to change? Yes, but you need to help yourself. And I do think you're going to shock yourself if you can just get into, this is just a cycle, it's temporary, it's not forever. No matter what your situation is, good stuff is coming. And if there's people around you who are trying to take what is yours, take it as honour. But how many people are out here in successful, happy relationships? They're all clinging to each other because they can't be alone. How many people are out here in jobs that are actually fulfilling and inspiring? They're in it for money. You know? So if you're out here and you've built a mission and you're building a company and you've generally found that person who's real, and yeah, I mean, people hate you with a passion. Because you won and they lost. And that's how the cookie crumbles. So, you know, the dark attracts the light attracts the dark. Okay, if you want a private, you can book it. Enjoy your week, and I'll speak to you soon.